Hey gang, today we're taking a look at the Arena 2000. I wasn't going to review this, but something really weird happened. Stick around and I'll tell you all about it. Someone had posed as Michael Nielsen, like they spelled my name wrong, from Big Hairy Guitars, and said like, I'm trying to get a hold of Donner because I know someone over there, and they said, you know, I gotta do this review. And I don't normally do these kind of small reviews, but I'll make an exception for you guys, so please send me all your stuff. And Donner smartly, they were like, this looks weird. The email address is like weird, it's misspelled. So I was like, that's not me. Don't send them anything. I mean, poor fool. Why would you impersonate me? I have no pull. Anyway, so that's the weird thing that happened. And then they were like, all right, do you want us to send you one? Maybe that's their trick. It's just like, hey, Fluff, we were contacted by you, and do you want to review this? All right, so let's just get to it. And right off the bat, this is obviously sponsored by Donner. There's a link below if you want to get one off of Amazon. Now am I saying, hey guys, this sounds amazing, go get it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is a pretty useful tool. You know, period. That's it. Does it sound great? It sounds all right. You know, I was able to dial in some sounds that I like playing through, in all honesty. You remember like those, the Boss headphones, like where you could turn your head and stuff? Like, it sounds better than that. It sounds better than like the previous generation of the floor stuff. I have one by, no, I'm not going to say who because I can't remember exactly who it was. It's almost identical, but this is better. It's like they improved it, the sounds in there. And it's got modeling. It's got USB audio out. I mean, it looks like they tried for sure. And then they also tried to hit a price point at $200. So what I like about this and why I will keep it and why I will use it is the same reason I had something like this before. It goes right under my sofa. And when I'm sitting at the sofa and just mindlessly watching some garbage TV, I pull it out, I can plug in my guitar, I throw in like one earbud or like some little headphones, hit a drum machine, I've got a looper. It's a great way to practice. There is like some cool spacey stuff in it, but everything kind of has a sheen of I don't know how to describe it, like a step away from reality. Here's a real sound, and then here's like the modeling version, and then like we're here. It's a little more two-dimensional across the board. And you know, in a mix, you go like, that starts to add up. But if I'm jamming, yeah, fine. It's totally good. It's actually better than fine for practicing. It's good for practicing. So that's quite nice. And you know, the price point is good. And on Amazon, if you're like, turns out I hate it, then it goes back. So I'm going to show you some sounds in here. You got to know, I don't crack manuals. You know, if you give me something and I can't figure it out, then what are we doing here? Like, how complicated are you going to make something? You don't have to. Like, you've touched screens and everything like that. And to be honest, I had seen some reviews of this before that sounded horrible, and they said how complicated it was and it took forever to figure out. I didn't find any of that stuff to be accurate. So I figured it out. There was maybe like one thing I can't figure out, but you know, whatever. I could dig through a manual for that. But if I can't just plug in and change sounds, then it's too much. So let's check it out. Generally, everything is pretty straightforward here. There aren't deep menu levels, which I appreciate. Everything is sort of touch sensitive. The screen is not touch, but everything around is touch. So we've got this sound that's, you know, patch 1 here. And if I want to turn off the reverb, I just hit reverb, goes to the reverb page. I could change the reverb or tap it and it's off. Pretty straightforward. I want to go back. I could go back or home. And now we're reverbless. There's a bazillion amp models in here. If you go to amp, now you could scroll through whatever amps you want to go to. I saw Friedman in here somewhere. Well, that's my jam. Dirty Shire. Oh, that's the Dirty Shirley. BE3. Now, did the cab go with it? I think there's a way to link the cabs, but I haven't figured that out. And you could obviously put your own IRs in here as well. Some of the IRs are cool, some are not cool. Here we go. I'm going to change some settings. Now the settings sort of correspond mostly to the knob that's underneath it. So if I want to gain it up, like I have occasionally missed, but it's no big deal. It's easy to find. You want to put on a noise gate. All of the effects blocks are always there. This is what you have to work with. So you don't have to go digging. It's super easy. You just hit noise gate. Noise gate's on. Want more of it? And let's say you don't want it there. You could just, you could move it. So let's scooch this to noise gate, tap, and now I can put it in front of the amp, you know, as if it's a pedal. It'll move it there. This patch is set up with a volume pedal. You know, you can throw a little drive in front. You could assign this to the wah or like a clean boost. You know, look, there's a million different things in here. You know, if you were the type of person to promote your own stuff, then you would say something like this. Like, the IRs are, like I said, they're okay. But I could turn off their cab, right? Cab off. And then I could turn on my own cab and they just sound a little bigger and fuller to me, especially when you get into the gainier stuff. Well, across the board, to be honest. But again, that's not what this box is about to me. I wouldn't take this to the session unless you have that patch. You're like, oh, this is the patch. But to me, this is not get the tones. This is practice. Sit on the couch. You've got drum machines and loops, and it's great for that. Oh, I changed patch and I ruined my preset here. All right, we're just gonna go. Let's listen to some other stuff here. What are we listening to? What is this? Oh, that's an AC30. Okay. That's the Donner Arena 2000. Again, a killer practice tool. You know, fits under your bed, pull it out, do some practicing to the looper and the drum, the horrible sounding drums, and then you go, cool, I got an idea, now let me go plug into a big old amp. So yeah, there's the dog, and that's that. Again, if you want to buy one, there's an Amazon link below. I think maybe that's the only way to get it, but I don't know. Use the link, don't use the link. It's up to you. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.